Let's talk about the meta when I'm eating food. Guys, what is the meta or optimized play? Best practice? What should I do for set 6? So we're going to talk about exactly what set 6 is and what we should do in order to survive set 6 in total. If I were to summarize in one word, I think the word would be perfection. Perfection. It's right now set 6 is a perfection meta for sure. What does perfection mean? Right? It means at a high competitive level. So all like 8 challenger at 8 challenger lobby. The only way to get top 4 is to have number 1, good augments, number 2, good items, and number 3, good upgrades. So the only situation where you can get top 4 without anything good is if the other players got a lot worse choice than you do. That's the only possible way. There's no other way to get top 4. Why is the meta like this, guys? Why are we in a situation where we need to be perfect in order to get top 4? 3 reasons. Number 1, augments. Number 2, yordles. And number 3, mercenaries. What is an easy example to understand this? There's player A and player B. Player A and player B. Player A found rich get richer plus 3 yordles at stage 1-4. Player B has a bunch of 1 stars. No upgrades, no yordles, no mercenaries. How much of an eco difference will player A and B have with the same playstyle? At stage 3-7. 40 to 50. That's actually right. Having just a yordle difference is a 40 to 50 gold difference. It really is 40 to 50. I count it. At stage like a 3-7. If you consider rich get richer, it goes all the way to 60 to 70. That's how much of a difference it is by stage 3-7. The polarity between the rich and the poor in the game right now is very, very severe. Like none like I've ever seen before. So this is how I'm introducing the meta at the momento. Like why it became like this, what the meta is at the momento, right? If you talk about now, I wonder why Draconics weren't an issue. Draconics can't save HP no matter what you do. It's nearly impossible. And you get the units later, not like immediately, after the egg hatches. Yordles are good for saving HP. And since they raised the odds of getting 1-cost Yordles, it's easy to get 2-star Yordles. So you can win streak or save a lot of HP while ecoing like crazy. That's the thing about Yordles. Draconic units individually weren't really that strong. And Yordles are really, really strong and so easy to upgrade them. There's a big difference. Yordles give both economy and a strong board. That's correct. So, how the meta looks like? Meta looks like is very simple. You eco hard with Yordles from stage 2-1, or mercenaries, and you use your spirit bomb at level 8. At level 8. The problem is here. Some people get Yordles, some don't, and it's not coverable. Mortha was saying AD is good mid game, AP is best late game. Yeah, it's because Jinx and Jace aren't as monstrous as Akali and like a Kai'Sa. Akali Kai'Sa just kills everything instantly, while your Jinx hits Sion the entire day and gets shot down by a Jhin. Right? Oh, Kai'Sa just ults and everything just dies. Right. How's that work? So the fix is to remove Yordles? Well, it's not just Yordles that's a problem, to be honest. But I'm just talking about it. I'm not talking about the solution to the to how we can change it, but I'm just talking about like what the meta is at the moment though. What does it take to maintain a win streak? Good units plus good items. Oh, no. That's why win streaking and tempo play can't be the answer to this meta. Because I got to get lucky items to maintain a win streak. So what does this mean? It means that I have to get good. I can win. I can win stage 2, the entire stage 2. But I can't win after stage 3-1 if I don't get good items at stage 2-7. At the previous patch, people just looked for 5 cost for victory. In this patch, there's more options. There's more choices for this patch. 4 cost carries, reroll decks, 3 cost restars. So now, okay. Let's talk about the next stop. Okay. So this far was the introduction. 지금까지는 소개였고, you have to force a really strong comp from the beginning to the end. Okay. So matching a deck based on your augments. For example, when you're going for a Kai'Sa carry, having Ascension or not, big diff. When you're going for a Fiora carry, having a Thrill of the Hunt or not, big diff. When you're going for like a Chemtech carry, having a first aid kit, big difference, right? So it's best to match a comp that has perfect augments plus items plus upgrades. So this is the end game goal. I'm looking for a comp with good augments, good items, and good upgrades. So this is the answer for this meta. You have to make sure you get good augments into good items into good upgrades. So it's actually a bit of a gamble meta. More of a gamblish meta than any other meta we've seen before. Much less flex play. Trying to force a comp while maximizing eco and HP loss. Minimizing HP loss is the skill aspect for set 6. But the sad thing is, if you, let's say, have 80 gold, 70 gold at level 8 and don't find anything stronger than your opponents, you just lose. That's the sad thing. If we compare this with set like a 3 or 1, like with Yordles and Mercenaries, the people that survive to level 8 are too strong. So even if I play tempo and save HP for stage 2 and 3, so I invest money, people that just hold on become too strong. So I take like 18 damage per round and can't save any HP. So like even if I like roll for a 3 cost 2-star, like for example, like I found a Leona 2-star, I found like a Samira 2-star, it gets destroyed at stage 4-2 when people find Sion 2-star plus like a Jhin 2-star, right? So we take like 18 damage per round. So even if I have 100 HP, if you take 18 damage on average, that's like what, 6 lives? I'm dead at stage 5-1, and people don't die that fast. We need to find a bunch of 4 cost 2 stars and 5 cost 2 stars at level 8 in order to save HP. It's a capitalism meta. Just go French school. Because saving HP at stage 2-3, if you're lucky and find a lot of good items and upgrades, you can still get 6. So, to summarize, the disparity between deck power is too high for tempo plays to matter. Economy is the best. The best to go for, so you can at least gamble for a strong level 8 deck. So it's not about saving HP anymore. It's not about saving HP early. It's all about the money. And hoping it gives you a strong deck to get top 4. Can I give your insights on prismatic first lobbies? Try to go for tempo augments, like makeshift armor, knife's edge. It's very, very safe. Or, you know, like end game, like augments, like level up. I'm not sure about high-end shopping though. Can I talk about eco prismatic augments? What do you want me to talk about? How do I feel about 3-cost carries? Only Shaco's good, everything else is bad. Why is hard forcing better? Okay, that's a good question. Bebe, why do you have to hard force comps? Because people are too strong now. With Yordles and Mercenaries and Lucky Augments, you can't ever beat them after stage 4-2 or like, I don't know, 4-5. You will take 15 plus damage per round and die. And it'll be like an average of 6. There's no safety strat for like a set 6. Like, where do you go for like a level 6 assassin reroll, or like, I don't know, level 8 all in, like Spirit Bomb, level 7 3-cost 2-star desperation all in. There's nothing safe. There's nothing safe, and nothing can guarantee top 4. You just have to hope you get better options than your opponents. And don't miss that opportunity. Reroll decks like Garvin reroll is at an advantage in this meta because it actually can fight late game with good augments. And people are taking out Yordles, like 1-cost Yordles, like Poppies or Zixes. Like, everybody's taking out, right? So it's easier to get 3-star. That's why reroll decks are actually in a good spot right now. What do you do if you don't find Yordles? Well, usually if you don't have Yordles until stage 3-1, you lost. But I don't know, maybe the only thing you can do is maybe look for a win streak angle. That's all. Hope you have strong augments and items and go for a win streak. That's the only option. That's the only way. Usually consider yourself lost if you're playing against people that aren't making huge mistakes. When do you identify a spirit to slow roll 1-cost units compared to spirit bombing level 8 with money? When you have a good angle to go for like a reroll comps, like reroll comp angle, or Garen, or the items like stuff like Warmogs, tank items, or like a Guinsus, static for Kog'Maw, plus augments. Like augments such as, I don't know, it could be like underdogs. It could be ascension. Usually you judge based on your augments. Is Twitch more important to level 3 than Garen? Twitch reroll decks. Every reroll deck requires having a lot of 1-cost 3-stars fast. You just outstat your opponents. Any tips around spatula items? Spatula. I like Academies the most, to be honest. But meta is, you know, Arcanist. People use Arcanist. And what else do you use? Maybe Chemtex. Okay, the tier list of like a team comps. I don't think there's a tier list of team comps. They're all strong if they're perfect, except for No, Urgot and Jin is also really strong too if they're perfect as well. They're all ridiculously strong if they're perfect. What's my thoughts on Jin? You only go for him when you have a win streak. You can't go for a Jin with a loss streak because you can't beat every opponent. Even against the same guy, you sometimes win and lose. Can I give more examples of what augments are good? Like Knives Edge plus Yone. Sniper augments. Broken stopwatch. With Jin. Galio plus like a Iron Clutch. Like these examples. And Jin can't beat every comp. It loses 100%. That's why you use it to die slowly instead of getting first place. So if you're loss streaking into Jin, you lost the game. You need 3-star Jin or 2-star Jace for the win. Many people get confused with that. And Jin 3 can be like an 8 Arcanist unless Lux just like one-shots it. What is BIS Urgot items now? To be honest, Urgot doesn't really care about items too much, but I do prefer the old, like a traditional, i.e. like Last Whispers like around. If you have Victor, you don't really need Last Whisper, so you can just get for like full damage too. Like the thing about Urgot is that he's very, very different from other like techs. If you have Victor, you don't need Last Whisper, so you can get for full damage. I'm not arrogant. Actually, I'm actually arrogant a lot. I can be very condescending and arrogant a lot. It's not easy to overcome.